Gucken wir uns ganz kurz die Skins an. Alright, let's go.
Valorant, espero que estén muy bien. El día de hoy nos volvemos a encontrar en un video súper interesante, en un video súper exclusivo por Discord. Y la segunda parte va a ser... No, okay.
Yeah, we haven't really done, other than like the first Battle Pass skin line, the Kingdom set.
Okay.
There haven't really been any skins that were related to like any sort of in-game lore, because we're not, as you noticed, it's been like a year, and this was like the first like real lore cinematic that we had that actually started telling things. And we
No way, er streckt das Video nicht auf 9 Minuten 45, wo er den Skin zum ersten Mal zeigt. No way. Tut er nicht. Tut er doch?
want to be a little bit more slow rolling with telling the story of, to have this gun feel like.
Ich würde mir trotzdem ganz gerne anhören.
As you noticed, it's been like a year, and this was like the first like real lore cinematic that we had that actually started telling things. And we want to be a little bit more slow rolling with telling the story of Valorant. And so as things get released, then we'll sort of follow usually.
Hat er sein Logo im Hintergrund, damit jeder weiß, dass es seine Footage ist?
And so we like to let the story elements.
Muss ich auch machen. Hier oben links ein dickes, fettes aSmoogl-Logo dann immer, wenn ich ein Video mache für international. Damit jeder weiß, dass es meine Hackfresse ist.
Themselves first, and then maybe a little bit later we'll come out with some skins to support it.
Okay, so with that we can say the next skin pack will have some.
Ich habe mit ihm schon mal gespielt. Er war schon mal bei einem Valorant-Event dabei. Ich habe mit ihm schon mal gezockt, weil ich ihn jetzt gerade Englisch sprechen höre.
Unlike the previous ones, for example.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we really like this one.
Okay. Is there any change to know which weapons will we include in the new skin pack?
Yeah, we're gonna show you.
Oh, okay.
We're going to show you all of them as we go through one by one. So we talk about this a lot, right? So every time we come up with a skin, like you were asking about the process, something that helps us usually is we create worlds, and like it's nothing to do with actual like IP or lore, but it's something to help the team sort of just wrap their heads around what we're making. So when it comes to something like you saw with Sovereign and Forsaken, as we showed in the Tethered Realms skins that just came out, like those are the worlds that we crafted. It's like that's where those people live, and those are the weapons they use. And we even went as far as like in the card, like showing what the people look like. They're these like, crazy like night bird people, right?
Yeah.
And so usually we have our own internal headcanon for what a skin is. And so for this skin,
Was ist das für ein
I'll say
Messer?
the name first. They're
Ich
calling
hab schon ein
it
bisschen
Origin.
geschmult.
This skin, we wanted to take a sort of like sci-fi approach to something that feels a little bit more ancient and magical. And the comparison I kind of have is like people say, like, if someone from 100 years ago were to see an iPhone in their world, they would think it's just straight magic, right?
Okay.
But it's just like it's this really advanced piece of technology. So again, it's themes we've seen in other things. Like you look at a game like Horizon Zero Dawn, right? It's this very primitive sort of world, but there's like these robot dinosaurs, right? So that's the headcanon that we had for Origin.
Aber Skin kommt jetzt,
We wanted to have this gun feel like it was magical, but it's really just really advanced technology. So I'll go ahead and start. I'll go through the weapons one by one, and then we can kind of go through the level progression of what they each have. So we're going to start with the Frenzy. Our sidearm is the first one.
Okay. Oh. Can you shoot?
So for level 1, right, it's pretty simple, right? Not really much is happening outside of what the base is. There is some pretty interesting things happening here with like the charging handle, kind of like this new like functionality animation here. But you can kind of see like, the emissives, the sort of rune carvings. It gives a hint that there could be something
Der
else
Untertitel verdeckt halt total viel, ne?
kind of going on here. So I'll go ahead and level this up to level 2. So not really much change here, but usually on level 2 is where we give you the muzzle flash. And so what that looks like.
Okay, the animation.
So we've been taking some player feedback. It's very anecdotal. With Forsaken, we heard from a lot of people. They were like, why isn't there custom firing audio? And there is. It has it. If you listen, it has custom firing audio. But and even though it was Vandal, a lot of people were like, either they said it's hard for me to hear, or they said it's not even there. Why didn't they add it? I'm like, so taking that feedback when we were looking at Origin, we said, hey, the audio's already done for this, but can we do something to make it more apparent and more...
So we have some subtle animation there. You can see also when we equip.
Oh,
das sieht ganz cool aus, finde ich.
Okay.
And then also on our reload.
Es gefällt mir.
Let me slow this down so you can see.
Ich mag diese... Oh doch, das sieht geil aus. Okay. Woo!
Oh, baby, right?
Okay.
we took that idea and we said, you know what, we want to have an inspect that will just last for as long as the player wants. And so here,
Whoa.
so this will just sit here as long as you want until you fire, change your weapon, or whatever the case is.
What
and it
key you
gives
have
a
to press?
This is for inspect, so Y.
Ah, inspect. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So before I go to level 4, I'll go, which has the finisher and the kill banner. I'll go through some of the other weapons, and the other weapons will all have the same sort of feature set. So I'll kind of just go through how those are represented in each. So the second one we have is the Bucky. So same deal for level 1, right? It should feel very similar to the base, no new animation, but the model is significantly different, right? It feels like a more sci-fi gun relative to the base, right?
Yeah. All the skins in the skin pack have animation, or
Yeah. Yep, they do. So I'll go ahead and jump straight to level 3 so we can kind of see how it's represented there. So
okay. Oh, that sound. Okay.
Die Animation ist geil, oder?
the difference if you can hear between the right click and the left click.
Yeah.
Gefällt mir.
When you inspect the gun.
Oh, no way,
Wow.
Alter.
Das-
Diese Animation ist des Todes geil. Die Animation ist so schick.
Same of the frenzy.
Yeah, and so they all have the similar elements, right? There's
Similar
like this
elements.
inner core that kind of expands out into like this multi-tier thing with
Oh,
all
and
the
it's kommt die
runes and everything.
Vandal.
So we again wanted it to feel like a mixture of like magic and technology, right?
Okay.
So I'll go to the third weapon here. We have a Vandal.
Oh, man.
Everyone loves a Vandal.
Die sieht klein aus. Die sieht aus wie die AK-47 ist die große und AK-74 ist die kleine zum Beispiel. Die Wende sieht ultra klein aus.
Which of course has the ADS. You can see the sights here.
Okay, the crosshair.
We'll
Can you
rotate
show
back
me
and
again the shooting sound, please? Okay. Okay.
First one's probably gonna mess up, so I apologize if it does.
Okay.
One enemy remaining.
Okay. Wow.
Okay.
So the last
cool.
gun that we have in the set is going to be an operator.
Wow. Yeah, the animation is so cool.
And it has like the best equip of all of them.
Yeah. There's like a lot
Die Waffe, wie die oben sich aufrichtet und diese Einzelteile sich so aufstellen, das gefällt mir unfassbar gut.
going on between like all of the elements, and even when they fire, right? Like
Doch, gefällt mir.
you have that time in between.
Auch hier unten der Bereich, den man, vielleicht sehen wir das gleich nochmal, wenn er schießt und wir keine Untertitel haben. Da sieht man, wie diese eine Kugel sozusagen leicht rauskommt, sich einmal dreht und dann wieder reingeht hier unten.
Shot, right?
Yeah, okay.
Oh, Digga.
Yeah. So I think this
Yeah.
of the guns, this one might be my favorite.
Yeah, it's definitely the best one.
Yeah.
And so typically, like with most bundles, we have 4 guns. We also have a melee. So a melee for
Okay.
this.
Oh,
Wow.
doch gefällt mir, doch gefällt mir.
What?
So,
Okay.
so most of our melee weapons, right? We always have like knives or axes or
Oder
things
eine-
like that.
oder eine
Aside from
Sattel
a few where we
von
had like
Fahrrad.
with Oni or Ion, where they had this sort of like fist blade weapon. And so we wanted to do something similar with that, with
Kann man
this,
bestimmt
but not
upgraden.
have it be like a stabbing kind of weapon, more of like a
Okay.
slashing, right?
Yeah.
And so this is just for like the level 1 here that we have, right? And like with the melees that we typically
You-
do with
You're gonna upgrade to
level
the
up.
next level, no?
Yes.
Okay.
So
Level
we do
2.
a little bit of subtle animation.
You have
here.
animation.
Oh, die
and
ist die ganze
colors,
Zeit
yeah.
dabei.
Okay.
You see, we also had the swipes, right?
Okay. Wow.
And the sound.
And the
Yep.
sound
Ich höre
is so
nichts
good.
leider.
Yeah.
And then of course our inspect.
Wow.
Oh mein Gott. Oh, ich bin verliebt.
Wow. That's my favorite inspect.
They're just
Whoa.
gonna be, yeah. We have
Oh, es gibt
different colorway
Farbvariationen.
options here, so you kind of see.
Dankeschön, Goldberger, für deine 5
Wow.
Monate. Dankeschön.
Okay.
Ach,
Second
Wow.
option here.
ach, der Geldbeutel. Schatz, wir können
Well,
nächste
red
Woche
is
nichts
my
mehr
favorite
essen.
color, so
Okay.
I mean, this is my favorite variant.
So that's exactly what we're going for, right? Is like, again, you might not like black and green, but you might be really into the red. So
Wow. All the weapons of the pack? I mean, all the type of variants?
all of these weapons except for the melee, yeah,
Except the melee.
have the
Okay.
variant. Yeah. So again, here's for the third.
Oh, die...
That's beige or
White and
white?
gold.
Okay.
Das weiß oder ist das weiß? Ja, es gibt... Rot
This one looks really nice,
ist
but
nicht so mein...
black and red.
Nicht so mein...
Yeah, I'm favorite.
Ich finde, die
My
Wände sieht
favorite
wirklich
color is
geil
red,
aus.
So that is my favorite variant.
Der Sound gefällt mir nicht so, bin ich ehrlich, von der Frenzy.
Okay.
Bin ich kein Fan von.
For the people who love green, right? We got one for them too.
Yeah.
Or green.
Okay. The sound is so cool.
Ich weiß nicht, ob ich den Sound cool finde. Es hört sich nicht wuchtig an.
Wow.
Ja, doch, okay.
Yeah.
Das liegt daran, weil es so leise ist.
Okay. Yeah, the same.
Ooh, can you get them both? Oh.
Ich darf die Animation nochmal sehen einmal. Und dann der letzte. Wump. Das ist ganz cool. Alright, Leute, das wird das neue Skin-Bundle. Ich könnte jetzt nochmal nachschauen, wann das Skin... Wobei, das Skin-Bundle muss ja eigentlich jetzt erscheinen, weil das andere ja jetzt aufhört, sozusagen im Shop zu sein. Das wird ja rausgenommen jetzt in der Nacht. Das wird geil. Vielen Dank, dass ihr eingeschaltet habt. Haut gerne einen dicken, fetten Daumen nach oben, falls euch das Video gefallen haben sollte. Abonniert den Kanal und aktiviert die Glocke, damit ihr kein Video von mir zu werden oder anderen Games verpasst. Vielen Dank fürs Einschalten. Stay tuned. Das war aSmoogl und wir sehen uns in der nächsten Episode. Ringehauen.